Well, Hillary Clinton's never-ending blame tour across America is premised on the idea that she's very popular and was robbed of the presidency in 2016 by underhanded means, and that you feel very sorry for her because her dreams have been dashed. But increasingly, even Democrats just want her to go away. They said it on CNN recently. Watch this.
Does Hillary have a role in 2020? Should she campaign for?
Stay away.
Why is that?
I love you, Hillary. I love you. But stay away. We're so divided right now that anything that has Hillary on it is automatically going to separate us again.
I just think her time is done. I think it's done.
Tammy Bruce is radio host, president of Independent Women's Voice, and she joins us tonight. Tammy, thanks a lot for coming on. So those are the responses you would expect. They weren't hostile to Hillary. They don't hate Hillary. They voted for her. But they're saying something pretty obvious, which is, you know, things change, time moves on, people kind of age out of the process. Why are you still here? Why is she still here?
Well, actually, this has always been Hillary. This is not a new Hillary. This is the Hillary we've always known. This is the Hillary they voted for. But that sound, after she noted that she was not going to be running in 2020, everybody thought it was an asteroid. It was all the Democrats breathing a sigh of relief and all the Republicans sobbing through bitter tears of now they'll miss her. But she says she's not going to be leaving. But this is what's also strange about the Democratic position. They say she should be president now, Tucker, right? That right. She was the winner. She was robbed and by the Russians and everything, which means 2020 would be her second term, and yet they don't want her then. So are they saying, in fact, voting for her in 2016 was in fact a mistake? And that's one of the points. But the other thing that's a real revelation here is that after over 2 years of her complaining, of the entire system saying that the current president, Donald Trump, colluded with the Russians and stole the election. You know, Americans love fairness. We don't like anybody getting robbed. And yet they say, no, just don't come back. Even though this is supposed to be hers, it tells you that all of this rhetoric, Tucker, has not worked. The American people do not believe it. They didn't believe it then. They don't believe it now. In other words, recognizing, even if subconsciously, all of this has been a charade. That's important for the Trump administration and the Trump campaign to realize the American people still care about the truth of the matter, facts, and delivering politically and delivering on the issues.
It's so interesting, though. I never thought of the point you just made, but if they really believed what they were saying about Russian collusion and the theft of the election, the hacking of our democracy, they would insist that Hillary, by definition, would be the nominee, right? So they don't even believe it.
You know, exactly. I mean, we would be in the streets. Who wouldn't be? In other words, it's almost like a cognitive dissonance in a sense, like an agreement, a suspension of disbelief, I should say. Like when you go into the movies, you really know it's not real life, but you're going to allow yourself to believe so for a minute because it'll be fun for 2 hours. In this case, it's been a nightmare for 2 years, and they want out. They want to be out of the theater. They want the movie to end. They want to move on to something else. And the Trump administration, and this is what we care about, regardless of what your party is, we want the future back for our families. We want the economy to be better. We want this nonsense to end. What the Democrats are planning in the House is going to be a disaster. They've created now not just the fact that it is a witch hunt, but they've created an enemies list with the 81 individuals and entities that they're going to, try to persecute for material on Trump. It's a remarkable thing that they've accomplished. That is not what I think most Americans would agree. That's not why they hired those people to go to the House of Representatives.
No, probably not. And my feelings are hurt that you and I were left off the enemies list.
I know. So I was looking for my name. We weren't there.
Maybe Jerry Nadler can rectify that.
Hi.
It's great to Tammy Bruce, the great Tammy Bruce.
Thank you, Tucker. Thank you.
We're out of time, sadly. We'll be back tomorrow.